Next question. Are you going to keep it?
Next Wednesday.
Found out that there's been an inquiry to the SEC.
So about the stock, how do you want to buy it?
It's a night of confrontations.
A lot can happen in 9 months. Be careful.
Will we finally know the truth?
This is not your baby.
According to the calendar, it really could be.
Or is a larger conspiracy
What are you doing here?
This should be interesting.
about to unfold?
Keep an eye on Andy for me.
You keep fire on this situation from me, I got you.
Tyler Perry's Sistas, only next week.
Sistas fans, season 4, episode 3, The Sister. Karen delivers major news for the Sistas, and Fatima becomes the casualty of war. This is next week's episode. Thank you all for, just the quick, fast updates about the promo for next week's episode. If you watched my live last night, then you know for a fact I watched the end credit promo and the 30-second promo on that live, and I gave real reactions. Now, the end credit promo, I'm like, okay, yeah, this all right. But then when I saw the 30-second promo, I'm like, oh shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, like Zach getting arrested was like, oh wow, here we go. But the 30-second promo where we actually have a brief moment between Fatima and Karen, I'm like, So, I'm recording this at 8:45 a.m., meaning that I don't know, I might have this video up prior to BET and Sisters uploading the promo in HD quality online. So I'm not complaining because the version that was sent to me, people recorded off their phones. I picked the best one. That was the best quality, and I'm using that for this particular video. So if you want to watch like the fine-tuned promo, well, it's going to be available. I don't know when. Last week, BET, they just went above and beyond. They put the Oval and Sisters out at the same time, the promos. So if I edit this video later in the day and the promo is available, then I'll use that. If not, I'm going to use the one the fans sent me. So I just appreciate the support because I wouldn't have the promo. I would not have seen the promo if y'all didn't send it to me. So let's jump into this. Karen saying, I said I'm pregnant, Danny. And Danny goes, are you going to keep it? And then Sabrina and Andy just look over at her and kind of give her the side eye like, Danny? And Danny's like, that's a legitimate question. And I was pissed off last night because I'm like, Tyler, you can't have me pissed at pissed at Danny for a full week because of the whole scene with Preston and then bring back the Danny we all know and love. Like, yes, this is the Danny that I'm like, okay, I really like this character before you turned her all weird. But, again, I'm not a woman, so I'm going to be very touchy with this subject. But, yeah, that is a legitimate question. If she would keep the baby or not, because sometimes a pregnancy comes out of nowhere. Other times, it's like, wow, I planned this, but then again, maybe this guy didn't turn out to be who I thought he was. My biggest thing is this. What I'm hoping is brought up, especially when Fatima shows up, if the girls ask, and I know I said this in a video, or I said, I think the video was something along the lines of, how will the women react to the news of the pregnancy? And I'm like, I hope the girls all ask the hard-hitting questions that Karen seems to be ducking and dodging whenever Zach or Aaron asks, like, how are you sure that it's Zach's child? Did you have sex with anybody else? And Danny, are you keeping the baby? That scene alone is what has me going, okay, I think I'm going to enjoy this episode. All right. Now we got Fatima showing, also keep in mind, this breakdown, as always, is covering the end credit promo as well as the 30-second promo. And I try to, break it down kind of in the order of the scenes if possible. Fatima arrives in all black, so she did change to like jeans and whatnot in case something popped off. And it looks like Karen is inviting her to sit down. It looks like Andy is standing up, and you got Sabrina and Danny on the couch just looking. And while they're still standing, this is my favorite part here. Fatima says, a lot can happen in 9 months. And then Karen says, be careful. Karen, you just don't know what this woman is capable of. I think for me personally, I'm interested to see Andy's reaction. Like, Karen, no, no. Oh no, let's see who could be more careful, huh? Now, even though it seems like one could say a lot can happen in 9 months, is Karen like taking that as a threat? Like, oh, something's going to happen to me. Something's going to happen to this unborn child. I'm going to put it out there. Do you think this could mean that, oh, well, Zach and I could get married in 9 months for all you know? I'm just saying. You never know. I mean, a lot can be implied by that one statement. But also, I hope Fatima says something along the lines of what she told Zach. If the baby is yours, maybe we'll talk co-parenting. I don't know. But I wonder if, she will say that, did you bring me over here to tell me about the pregnancy? Zach already told me. And also, he's going to be sure to get a DNA test to make sure it's his. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes down. Speaking of that, there's a scene where Karen's on the phone. Is she back at the salon? I don't know. But Karen's like, it's not your baby. And Aaron's like, according to the calendar, it could be. Interesting. All right. Now, at the penthouse, it looks like Andy finds the tablet that Sabrina and Danny found on the bed. And it says, play me. Like it's one of those, try me buttons on the, in the store on the toy aisle. Here's my thought. After the whole Karen situation and Fatima's over, and maybe Andy's like, you know what, I will stay in the penthouse tonight. Maybe she, is like, this will be the last night. Or, you know what, hey, I want to stay here and wait for the movers, because I do believe she said the movers would be coming that night to get everything back. So while she's walking around, she finds it, she plays it, and it's like a heartfelt message that makes Andy go, oh my God, okay, Gary, yes, I will keep the penthouse. Yes, I'll take you back. That's why I think this is Andy we're talking about here. So, Maurice, yeah, okay, so the next day, just to let you know, the episode picks up that night at the penthouse, and then we go into the next morning. Maurice is arriving at work, and then, wait, who's that? Come out here. And it's me. I know who me is, blah, blah. Q ambushing him outside of the bank, probably to talk to him. So for one, he's out of jail. Two, he's probably going to try to get him to stay with him. I don't care. The Maurice Q stuff, I don't care. I guess the last thing to talk about here is all in relation to Zach and Gary. So it seems like, Jake is over at Zach's place, and Jake is talking to Zach saying, hey, I found out there's been an inquiry to the FCC, and that's probably in relation to the stock. And remember, actually, let me look up what the FCC is. Oh, yeah, the Federal Communications Commission. Okay, yeah. So basically, I wonder if that has to do with the whole stock situation, because ironically enough, Gary seems to be on the phone with Zach saying, so about this stock, how did you even buy it? And then we have the sound of police sirens. It's interesting because the synopsis says that Fatima will become a casualty of war. And then that moment between her and Karen ends with a wee, the police siren. And then Zach is actually being arrested by the woman from the salon that shows up, trying to find Zach through Karen. And it looks like there's a black cop that comes in and puts the handcuffs on him. Then there's two white cops at the door. And then Jake is there too. So he knows what's going down. But Gary seems to get off the phone, and Hayden comes wobbling in. And Gary's like, keep an eye on Andy for me. And Hayden's like, you keep fire on this situation for me, and I got you. So it seems like these two are working together, where Hayden is trying to get Zach through Gary, and Gary is trying to keep an eye on Andy through Hayden. So, oh my God. What is Zach getting arrested for? I don't know. And it makes me wonder, so what if Zach did take that deal with Gary at the basketball court? But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But shit's looking crazy. Zach's getting arrested for the 4th time? Or is this the 3rd time? I don't know. And all I'm saying is at least Jake is there to witness it, because he might be able to do something to help. He will, trust me. I got information on that. But yeah, the promo for next week looks wild. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you're notified whenever I post content on the channel. Keep in mind that if you aren't getting notifications, you may need to unsubscribe and then hit subscribe again in order for it to work. During the live stream last night, some people did confirm that is the way to get notifications working again. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.